Hi there, I'm Colin Partridge from Nordic Radio, and with me today I have Simon Bull, the lead brand designer?
Senior brand director.
Brand director, sorry. Here with Trion Studios and representing the game End of Nations. Now, End of Nations is a massively multiplayer RTS, which is a genre that really hasn't been broken into yet, and high hopes for me. I love RTS games. High hopes that this is going to work. Can you just give me a brief summary of what End of Nations is?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you say, End of Nations is a massive multiplayer real-time strategy game, and probably the most important thing about it is it's free to play. All right, so we have a very high-quality developed game developed by Petroglyph Studios, who were formed out of what was Westwood Studios, who were founders of really the fathers of real-time strategy. So Dune, Command and Conquer.
Some of my favourite games,
and some of mine as well, and games that I'm very familiar with. So we've been partnering them for a number of years on this title, and when I say premium, I mean it's the quality of the game that you would expect from a full box product that you may have been buying in the store. And that, in essence, is what makes the game different. So it's massive, and it's free, and it's by a very highly regarded developer.
I mean, I've been seeing it being played recently, and the quality that is in the alpha build at the moment is, I would say, it was a complete game. Have you made a big effort into the alpha build just to make sure that people don't kind of, push the game out already, give it a chance? I mean, the alpha build is absolutely beautiful. If you guys get to see any footage on YouTube, it is beautiful. It's a polished, it's a clean, you can clearly see the influence from Westwood Studios. What would you say the reason of just putting such high production value into it? Is that the studio, or is that?
Absolutely. So we're working with a very adept developer in Petroglyph, but Trion Worlds itself, as a publisher, has a very clear mandate to only deliver high-quality titles. So the title that we have out already is Rift, obviously very successful MMO. We have another title on the slate called Defiers. Again, our aim is to deliver only the very best quality connected game experiences.
Brilliant. I mean, that's what gamers want nowadays. You see a lot of games being launched with an indie title, and they aren't, the top quality that you expect from a massive producer. I mean, I played Rift myself when it got released, and the quality of Trion really kind of showed through, because most MMOs on launch are choppy, they're a bit iffy, but Trion really showed through with a top quality. We should really start talking about a little bit more in depth of End of Nations. Now, I understand there's a 1v1 mode, a 4v4, and a 28 versus 28. I've been told it's pretty crazy. I mean, what do you think of the kind of 28v28 strategy?
Yeah, I mean, so I should say that it goes, as you say, from 1v1 all the way up through 28v28 and everything in between, so 4 and 8 and 12, etc. And I think what that does is provide an opportunity and experience for everyone. So many people, when they get into a multiplayer real-time strategy environment, they find it quite daunting if they're not very experienced. So to get into a 1v1, the possibility of getting beaten quite badly, I think turns a lot of people off. It was something that certainly was a problem for me when I first started.
Yeah, the new guys kind of latch on to team games, and to be honest, End of Nation kind of really promotes team games. It just looks incredible, to be honest. I'm really, really impressed. I genuinely want to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, the game. I mean, I should say that we've designed and we're going to publish a game that's going to be AAA quality. Right. So although it is free to play, that doesn't mean that any expense has been spared in actually developing a very high quality game. And I think the benefit of having those multiple modes or multiple team sizing is that as you introduce yourself into real-time strategy, into the online aspect of it, it means that if you're not that confident with it, or if you're not that skilled at it, you can play an important role in an 8v8 game, and you're not going to be there getting beaten every time very quickly. You can be a part of it, and you can hone your skill, you can understand the strategies and tactics, and you can pick that up, and you can still play a very important role being on the periphery of it. You can be providing support in anti-air terms, for instance. So you're on the back line there defending your artillery, so when the opposition may bring in their helicopters, you're there to help defend them, and that's a vital role when it comes to the ebb and flow of the battle.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of watched the game, and a member of staff here actually gave me a crash course, and he explained it for about 30 minutes, and I was hooked instantly. I mean, I just want this game to come out. Any sort of ETA, any betas?
Well, so right now we're saying that we're in alpha at the moment. So what you're seeing there is an alpha build on the floor today, and we've been working very closely with the studio to find a way to bring it forward. So I think we're probably going to enter a closed beta period in the coming months. Our goal is to launch in the autumn.
Awesome.
So the goal is to come out in the autumn, and we'll come out with a full box product and obviously the download client. So we'll have an opportunity for everyone from whether they just want to jump in it straight free to play, or somebody that's been playing it through the open beta may turn around and say, well, the box product offers some more value to me, and I may go that way. So we have options for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's free to play, but there is a VIP system, if that's correct. Can you kind of explain how the microtransaction VIP system works?
Yeah, very loosely. We haven't gone into too much detail on it, but what that VIP subscription offers is someone that's very committed to the game. It offers them the best value.
Yeah.
So it may offer them a discount on goods they may want to buy for convenience or vanity's sake, stuff that looks really good, and it gives them a good opportunity to get that maybe at a discounted rate.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to go into battle with tanks that look terrible? I mean, if you've ever played Warhammer or any sort of like that, it's all about the colour.
Yeah, well, we're very big on bacon, so you'll see bacon skins.
Oh, really?
Like yeah,
oh,
that's
wow.
one of the things, actually.
A spoiler.
No, I certainly hope not.
Yeah. So, basically, my last question would be, if you weren't involved directly, would you buy this game?
Oh, absolutely. I've been an RTS fan long since before I started working with studios like Westwood and teams like that. So I was playing CNC and those titles, and this is absolutely right up my street. And the fact that it is now fully connected, the fact that I can jump into a game, whether it's 1v1 environment or right up to 28v28, is hugely impressive for me. It means that there's always an opportunity to get into a good game.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks incredibly exciting. The 28 seems the most insane thing I've ever heard of. And obviously the MMO RTS has never been done. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably argue that it's been tried in the past, but I think at this level with AAA quality, it's never been done at this level. And I think 28v28, I mean, it sounds crazy, but I think what happens as you get into any massive environment battle, whether it's in Call of Duty or Battlefield, is what happens is that it breaks out and you find these little mini battles that go, and the ebb and flow of those battles through. So it's not chaotic by any means.
Yeah.
It may sound like that, and you may get the impression when you have 28 with all those units rolling out, you may think, wow, that's going to be absolutely mayhem.
But it's all kind of small scale battles and tactical positioning, and
it can get very tactical in that regard. I mean, you can all jump in there and pile in, and that will end up in a massive melee of explosions and shrapnel.
I mean, it looks very pretty.
Yeah, it looks absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
But I think to win the battle, you may need to be a little bit smarter about how you do that. Just running straight in is not going to win you.
Yeah, sorry, and a personal question of mine is, I love eSports. I've heard it's being made for eSports. Is that a long-term goal? Is that a short-term goal? Or is that what the game was designed for?
I think originally our focus was to deliver a great real-time strategy component in a connected environment. I think esports is important for any game that's got competitive aspects to it, and it's definitely something we're aiming to deliver when the game comes out. I mean, esports and what's required for esports is evolving as it matures as a business, as an interest for lots of people, and it's definitely something we've got a strong focus on. I wouldn't say it's designed from the ground up for esports. It is designed as a great real-time strategy experience.
Yeah. Well, lastly, thank you very much for your time, Simon.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed it very much.